I kept feeling like my stepmother was secretly drugging me. When I smelled carefully, there really was a faint medicinal odor. I quickly opened the drawer and packed the cereal into a box. As long as I could get it tested, I definitely had evidence that my stepmother was poisoning me. I went downstairs and returned the empty bowl to my stepmother, pretending I'd eaten everything. Then I said I was going to hang out with friends, but as soon as I turned, the cereal started leaking out of my backpack. My stepmother thought the bag was leaking water and rushed over to help wipe it up. I immediately yelled at her to stop, then quickly ran off. She sensed something was off and looked down at the murky liquid on the ground. I found my friend, hoping she could help get the cereal tested at a lab. I believed I was teetering on the edge of life and death, but my frantic behavior scared her. During our argument, all the cereal spilled on the ground, and she ran off terrified. Back home, I didn't dare eat a bite of dinner. But seeing my father eating with such gusto, I suddenly had an idea. I suggested switching steaks with my father. My father happily agreed, but my stepmother wasn't having it. Hearing her protest made me even more certain of my suspicions. I grabbed my steak back, stood up, and walked to the kitchen. I shoved the steak into a bag and shouted that it contained evidence of my stepmother's poisoning. My father tried to stop me, so I grabbed a kitchen knife and told everyone to stay back. My stepmother immediately called the police. I ran to my stepmother's room and locked the door, frantically searching for evidence of her poisoning. My father finally broke down the door and tried to calm me down, but then my stepmother appeared and sent me into another frenzy. I charged at her. The police arrived just in time and pinned me to the ground. That's how I ended up in prison. Even so, I still believed my theory was sound and logical. When my mother got seriously ill, my stepmother was just her private nurse. But my mother's condition not only didn't improve, it deteriorated much faster than expected. This could only mean that she, as the nurse, had tampered with something, and every time I ate the meal she cooked, I'd feel a dull ache in my stomach. My lawyer only made one suggestion, that I undergo a psychiatric evaluation. If they found I had schizophrenia, I could avoid prison time. So I was sent to a mental hospital. 6 months quickly passed. One day, my stepmother surprisingly came to visit. She said she'd forgiven me, but she also had to tell me some unfortunate news. My father had recently died of a heart attack. Hearing this filled me with rage. I demanded to see my little brother, but she said he'd recently developed a severe stomach illness and was hospitalized. I lost all control and frantically charged forward, but the people around me held me back. A sedative shot made me instantly unable to move. All I could do was cry and watch helplessly as my stepmother flashed that chilling smile.